Hey, Sniki here, and in this part we will create our own collision file. First of all, we have to know which collision types and effects are available for us. So now we go to MKWii Custom Track homepage. MKWii. And we search for KCL flag. And if we scroll down, you can see here the collision type's basic type. The basic types are the main collisions. So we have one collision for roads, for slippery roads, and so on for boost pads, yeah, and so on and so on. These are the main KCL flags, so the main collision types. Some of these main collision types have a variant or more variants than just one. So for example, road has not only one road, so not only one visual effect, it has 8 different effects. One says normal, one is dirt with a sound. This one is a road dirt without sound, yeah. This one is a smooth road, a wooden road, a snow road, and the metal grid road and a metal road. So if you want a road with woods, you would use 0, 0 and 4. So let's add our needed KCL flags to the SketchUp model. So I want a dirt road for this here. So in order to make the KCL flag work, we will first use the underscore, then the basic type of the wanted KCL collision. So 0, 0 for the normal road, another underscore, and now the variance in this case. I want the dirt one with sound. So 1. But in order to make it work, we have to we will use 3 numbers here in the last group. So this group is the basic type, so road in this case, and this is the variance, so dirt. And now we can change the color to make it clear, a little bit easier to see the difference between the other materials we will add. We don't have to use the textures here for the KCL. And I will change this here. Oh, let's make this here road dirt. That's not so important here. And this also. Now I want here a smooth road. A smooth road, so it is still a normal road. So 0, 0, 0, 0. And this one, so 0, 0 and 3. And I will change the color a bit. And now I will change this texture here. And add these here. And the start and finish line. So this is now a smooth road. And the bricks are now a smooth road. And the next thing, off-road grass. I will add off-road grass. So we go through the basic types, off-road and grass. So underscore 03 underscore 004. Basic type 3, basic type 3, and 004 for grass. And I will change it to green just to make it a little bit different. And yeah, I exchange every green texture here with this one. And now I will add, I will change this here too. So, because this is also road, off-road, grassy off-road. I could also change this to grassy off-road, but it will make it a road, yeah. So I will use our road material here, the dirt off-road, and I will use it here too. The next thing, I will add the wall here, the rocky wall, the mountains. So we go through the basic types until we see wall. Here, wall. So the basic type is 0C, and a rocky wall is here 001. Just change the color, and I will change it. Yeah, on every face with the same material. And the background. Yeah, I will change the background to wall, a rocky wall. Yes. What do we need? A boost pad ramp. So let's add the boost pad ramp. Here's one. It has three different types. One with two flips. So if you trick, you make two flips. One where you make one flip, and one where you don't flip. I will add the one with two flips. So 07 for the boost ramp and 00 for the big jump. And exchange this one. So now we want to add the water flow here to the river. This face above we don't need this for the KCL. So for our collision file. We can remove it, so I select every face with this material of water, select it and make it a group, and now delete it. And I will change these faces to moving water. So let's look into our cheat here and moving water. Underscore 0B underscore. For moving water, you have to use 00. So 3 zeros. And I will change the color again and change the textures. Now I want to change the water here. So if you fall or if you drive in the water, you get a little splash and you will respawn. That's in the fall boundary area here. Fall boundary water. Let's add the material. Time 001. Make it a little bit darker, just the color is not important, just for the difference. It's easier to see which phase is which KCL type now. Now I want to add here a trickable road. To make a road trickable, so to add a trickable road, you have to use still the basic type and the variance of the wanted effect. So in this case it is still the dirt road, but I want it trickable. In order to make a road trickable, you will add in the second group the first number 1. So 101. So this one is just to make the road trickable. And this one is for the dirt. So if I will change it to 4, the road will be trickable and it will be a wood road. Let's change it back to 1 and I will change it here. So these phases are trickable then in the game. And I will add here a trickable road. Now let's change everything here. I like trickable things. So yeah. The next thing I want to add are invisible walls. So we need the variants. So we need the KCL flag. We go through all the basic types here. And solid fall is if you drive or hit the face, you will respawn, but you can't fall through the face. So it is a solid face, but you will respawn if you hit the wall. But we want a fall boundary 0. So if you hit the face with this KCL flag, you can fall through the face, but you will respawn. So this is like if you fall through the air. Let's use this one. So 10, 0. And I want a fall boundary here in this area. So no one can make here a shortcut or ultra shortcuts or something else. So let's add here some faces. Now this should be fine. I want the face until here. Go up. Yes, that should be fine. Add another face here. There's the other face. But the problem is at the moment, only if you only if you hit the wall from this side, you will get respawned. So the back face doesn't matter. So we will have to add 2 more faces here, but facing the other side. I will add it with this tool here. So if you select faces, use the moving tool and hold Control and left click. You can copy the faces and move them. So I will move them and reverse the faces. So now the far boundary is to both sides. You can drive from here through it and from here. And I think this model is ready, this KCL model. So if you're ready, you have to save this model. Yeah, you should save it just to have this model. I will save it here. It's KCL. And now you have to export this one, this KCL model, with your materials here. I use OBJ exporter and just make a new what do you call it? OBJ. So KCL OBJ. And you call the OBJ KCL. This is just to make sure. Save and say yes. There shouldn't be any textures in the exported OBJ because we replace every texture with our KCL. Or in this case, now we can close our SketchUp model, close the KCL flags, and now you have to download OBJ to KCL flags. The links in the description. You have to extract these files to your exported kcl.obj file. So let's go to our exported OBJ from the KCL model. So KCL OBJ. So you export this or extract this to your OBJ file with the KCL.obj file. Yeah. And now you just have to start this batch program. So double click and it will use Veeam's SCS tools to encode the KCL OBJ and create the KCL file. This batch file creates 3 different KCL files. This one lowers the every wall by 50 units, and this one removes face down roads. The lowering walls KCL removes the beam corners. I don't know if you know beam corners, but beam corners are hard corners. So if you hit a wall next to the road, you will fall off the course. I think you know the problem. Old courses have these problems. So this KCL fixes the problem. And then remove face KCL. This is like if you don't have any loopings or so, you will have to need this KCL file. Sorry. And now we can replace one of these KCL files with the original ones. So let's do this. I will go to our extracted SCS file. So where was it? Oh, not here. Base, course. Here's the extracted SCS file of Luigi circuit, and now we want to replace the course KCL file. The course KCL file. So I will copy the name, delete the original one, yes, and I will use the remove. So this means remove face downwards. Yeah, faces which are facing downwards. Rename this one to course, and okay. So now we create our own course model, course collision model and files. But the problem is our start line, our start position is under our case collision file. So if we would start our track, test our track, we would start beneath the ground. What that means is we will respawn infinitely. So we have to change this first of all. In order to change the start position, we'll open a KMP file, the course KMP file. We will open it with KMP Cloud. Link is in the description and the software list. Just start it with KMP Cloud. Now we go to View, background import OBJ. No, just first, okay. If we start, we go to View, and you see nothing here. If you go to Start Position, you will see eventually a black dot. You can scroll back. You can't really see it at the moment. But if you go to View, Import OBJ, so background OBJ, browse and click your OBJ. You can use your model OBJ or the KCL OBJ. I will use the KCL OBJ. Open it and use import. And scroll in the model. Everything is back. I will use the other OBJ. This model should be a little bit easier. The one with the textures. And okay. Now you can see the difference here. You can see your track, but I will use a little bit different view. So I go back and use transparency. Now we can see much more faces here. So we can see our C face underneath the road and off-road. And we can see here the boost pad. The water here is black. But you can change the colors of the materials, the OBJ you imported. You can change here can you change the color of the material. So the mountain is at the moment gray. The grass edge is green. So this here. The water is blue. Yeah. Gravel is gray. Well, let's change the gravel to 9 for health. Brown. Okay, that's something different. This is just for visuals, so you can see the difference between the water and the edge of the water here, of the river. But now we want to change the start position. You click the start position, go to View, and click the left with the left mouse button and hold it, and you can move the start position. Now move it to your start. Click View and Edit Rotation, just to make sure your start position is facing the right, in the right direction. Uncheck Edit Rotation. And now the next thing is to calculate the height of the start position. The reasoning is you can change the position, but not the height with this with this window here. The X and Z position are these here. So X should be this here. So this axis, and Z this. So if you type in 0, 0, the point is on the origin point. So if I move this point here, we should only move in the X position. C0. So if you move up, you move in Z position. But we can't change the height so easily. We have to calculate the height. We can use SketchUp to measure it, but I will use MKWii. It is a bit faster if you want to calculate more than one point. So you will have to install MKWii with Python, but the links are in the software list in the description. So start MKWii, and now you have to open your OBJ. You can use the KCL OBJ or the course OBJ. Let's use the KCL OBJ. So click it and open. And use the scale 1. So type in 1 and OK. Now if you go to your position, click the row, so the whole row. So click just this field here and use Control and Y. And now it should calculate here the height position, so the epsilon position. So if you move your position on the mountain, you should see it different if you again click the row here, use Control and epsilon, so yeah. Okay. So it calculates the position where the dot is at the moment. So in this case 1800. But we will move it to our start again and calculate it again. So this. And we save this. Save and exit. So now we can test our course. But now we have to, I will go through the whole process again until we can test the track here. So let's test our own created KCL flag file and look if the starting position is right. Looks fine so far. We don't start under the ground and we don't fall through the ground here. Oh, the ramp is not working at the moment, but I know why this is not working. I can't trick here at the moment, at the boost pad ramp. But the road is working, the off-road is working, the wall, there. the rocky wall is working. So let's test the water. It makes river sounds. If I will drive through water, and this wall is working too. Oh yeah, this is trickable. These edges, so these are the trickable road is working too. So this ramp should work too. Yeah. And now test the water. So if you hit this, we will respawn. But the problem is, at the moment we didn't change the respawn, so we fall through the ground or respawn at a higher place, or yeah, we have to change these in the next episode. But I made a mistake here. Let's remove this. Let's close this and go to our KCL model here again. Our SketchUp KCL model. Cross KCL. And the problem is the ramp. So you hit this, these faces, and these faces are trickable ramps, but not the last one. And so in the game, the game thinks you can trick here. So what you have to do is change the faces here to boost trickable. Then it should work. Now I will skip to the finished one. So you will have to export this face, this OBJ again, create the KCL, replace the KCL in your SCS file, and yeah, do the image again, and I will skip this one. Now let's test the new ramp, the new edited ramp. So I should easily trick here, and it's working. Now let's try it another time, and it is trickable. Oh, that's good. So in the next part we will change all of the KMP settings. So our lab will count, we will remove the Luigi circuit objects here, and add item roads and so on. So see you in the next part.